What is up, guys? So this is my video about social class. So I've done two other videos today. I mean three, with two parts. One that is more about the social types, and one that is more about the hierarchy and the civilization stage. But this one is about the social class, and it's very influential and it's really primordial and fundamental. The social class that you're born in, the worldview, the values, attachment, and the perspective, of your economical class, social class. Your real social class is not like a social type, but social type does affect, but less than the background and the social class that you're born in. So born in, it's really born in. Your value can change, if you ascend or descend, but a lot of your values will actually keep being the one that you were born in, And type does affect, like I talked with the magician, lover, king, warrior, and all those kind of concepts that I illustrate in my videos. They're still important and they still affect the hierarchy, but they're a lot less important than the social class. So it's controversial in a way because social class you cannot decide it, and I guess your social type you can't, and your type you can. So there's a lot of things you don't decide, But yeah, whatever. So the mobility, it's more like if you can ascend or descend the hierarchy. So time of prosperity, often time that you can move up, and that you deserve your level in a way. So it's kind of an alignment with reality. Okay, the mobility is good and you can move, and it's kind of time of prosperity where it's actually aligned with reality. That okay, this guy is more working class alike and all that, and we kind of fulfill that destiny in a way because we're born in. So it's kind of the parameters of our minds. So we don't want to descend the hierarchy priorly, but weirdly enough, we have a lot of limitation to ascend because we're born in a particular one. So that's very interesting. And social types have the risk and safe. One are risky. For a safe, that's more the style of climbing the hierarchy. The 4 can still be risky and 1 can still be safe, but it's more generally. And it's really generally, and it's kind of, it depends, but archetypally, we can see that. The 3, they are more, they're safe, but they're all in, and the 2, they are more risky, but they're kind of mellow, and they don't want to be an asshole or whatever. So let's dive into the social class. So the underclass, 7% in my estimation. I googled a little bit to see, but it's more my estimation, so don't go along with my percentage, but I think I illustrate them pretty good. That the underclass is something people that don't work, illegal immigrants, people that are born really in very bad place, maybe traumatic, abusive house, and that's the underclass. Working class is more manual work, it's more rural people. They can be as rich as the middle class, but they are less educated, and their value are more working class alike. And I would say that maybe 55% of the working class are still poorer than the middle class. But I think that there's still maybe 25% of working class that are richer than the middle class, but they are not educated, and their value is different. It's more low in the hierarchy, so they are still working class. While the middle class more educated, it's more traditional people that have gone to college or university, or more education, and all more richer than working class, but not all the time. And the upper middle is more like a middle class that is richer, basically that. So I think that they're 45%, and that working class is 40%. So the majority of people are actually in the middle, while the professional, I estimate maybe 4%. You know, doctors, lawyers, very high professional job. While the successful business owner, you know, successful business, you know, you can be in the middle class, working class, doing a business, but very successful business owner. I estimate they are maybe 4%. And yeah, so they are more generalist, while the professional are more specialized, and they align in value with others level of the hierarchy. I forgot to mention that, but some level actually align with other levels, upper level. So the professional are more aligned with the middle class, you know, because the focus is more on the specialization in the education, while the successful business owner they are more about the actual outcomes, and they are more ground-like, you know. They're more okay, the things if it actually work, you know. It's more working class alike, manual job, you know. So it's more generalist, worthy enough, and this one is more specialized. And then it kind of aligns with the right and the left that people talk a lot about. That I mean, I didn't talk about it in my totalitarian video with the hierarchy and all that, but I guess the extreme, the gamma, the aristocracy is actually more right. It's more on the side of the right, while the democracy, the number 4, the alpha, they are more on the side of the left. So that's really interesting. But the middle class and the professional, they're actually more left alike, while the working and the business owner, they're more right alike. They're more conservative, while the middle class and the professional, they're more progressive, you know. So it's very interesting. But yeah, it does play out. Oftentimes the working class and the business owners are oftentimes people that are more like fuck the authority, fuck people at the top, something like that. The middle class, they will say that, you know, say fuck people at the top, but they don't really mean that in a way. It's like the middle class is kind of not in reality in some fashion. So yeah, so we can actually associate maybe the working class with ST. In their worldview, they are more ST-like. The middle class in their worldview is more NF-like. But and also decider-wise, you know, it feels like the working class are more SF, you know. They value more people being I don't know, muscular or having this kind of value. While the middle class, they value more if a person read a book or is educated. That kind of depend, you know. I would say that some part of the middle class are kind of with the working class a little bit. It's kind of very today is really I think that those two are very together in a sense. But I would say that maybe the more the bottom of the working class, they're more SF and decider. So they're more looking. I mean, I guess they're both SF, but it aligns more with SF. Like, okay, it's more like okay, you're muscular, something like that. It's more those kind of value. Well, the middle class is more like reading books or something like that. So we can see there are more ST alike. On the bottom here, it's more like SF alike. And it's kind of, I mean, they both have their value and their intellectual focus, you know. What kind of, they focus on what? With their dimension of life. But it's still interesting that the working class, upper middle is more, it's more NT-driven. It's more, okay, your books, your innovation. While the working class, okay, what kind of value you actually bring. Okay, how you present yourself is more ground-like, boot-like, rural-like. While the middle class more city-like, more potential-like. It's more like the progressive, the left, you know, democracy. While the working class is more okay, no, the conservative, you know, okay. And there's real things happening, and you know, we don't want that fluffy bullshit that the middle class and the left say. The NF. So yeah, I do think they are real. That we can associate them, you know, that it's real, that we can actually associate those levels with that. But it's not it's not absolute, you know. So yeah, and there's the elite that are 0.1% that are have generational wealth, and that all the money goes to them, you know, like a black hole, you know. Everything goes there, and everyone criticizes them. You know, the working class and the middle class, they criticize them. Oftentimes the people that are there, oftentimes we like the people above. So oftentimes those ones will actually like the elites, but it depends where they were born in, you know, because born in. So it's possible that someone, the business owner, was born in the working class, not the business owner, they will be more for the elite. Or there's a personal history with that the elite were bad in something. So it will fuel even more to be for the elite. But everyone would say, everyone kind of, like the underclass would be like, fuck everyone here, but the working class, they will be fine with. The middle class want to imitate the upper middle, but will be like, fuck those one. And he will be fuck those higher too. So it's kind of, there's some dynamics going on. And if you are social types in a particular level, it will be different. So, like one in the working class, they're kind of the more angry like, and they will try to be like their value system is actually more something there. Like I don't have a lot of space to say, but the social one is actually more something that is in that space. The tree is more there. The tree is more middle class, upper middle, professional, and the four they are very like they align with all levels actually. I would say that the four, there's a division they did there, that they really like every position there, but they're like I don't want. The tree is more, there's kind of the tree don't want to be there at all, and if they are born the middle class, they will not want to be there at all, and if they are the working class, they're fine being there. So that's more the tree. The two don't like the middle class, for what I see. A lot of the two that I see that don't like really life in a way, they are more in the middle class. And yeah, for some reason, when they're in the middle class, they will try to go to the working class to have to go to the upper middle or the successful. That's oftentimes what I see with the two. The one, because they're risky, it's really hard to tell. The one go everywhere, but their value judgment is really something that is akin to upper middle and higher, but they are strange in a way that they will weaponize. I see them weaponizing a lot. So if they're in the working class, they will say, fuck those one, but the person himself really want to be in that space, but say fuck those one. And then the middle class, he will try to maneuver, and because they have generalized and specialized, they can actually take both. They can go with the professional route or the business successful. While the two, they will be blocked in a way. They will not like the middle class. It is more tree-like. You know, the middle class is very tree-like. So they will oftentimes even so go down, or for a while be in the middle class and try to go to the upper. So I often see the two being in the middle or the working class. It's more like that. And the one, they, like I said, they prefer that space, but they can be born there. And the one, they're actually the one probably that do the mobility. Like I said, I don't know if I said that, but I would say one out of four generation will have the social mobility and climb, you know, because most people will actually just stay at their place. But the one that actually have the mobility, probably the two and the one actually do that. Some rare case, the 3 and the 4, but oftentimes actually I think that the 1 and the 2, they're the one that actually move the generation. But it's not necessarily good or bad in my opinion. I think there's more chance that they move the generational ladder of the social class. But yeah, I do think that they have more chance. But it's more risky in a way that they might actually go down too. So it depends. And I do think that if you're a 4 and you're born there, and now after your family kind of give you everything, I think there is some chance that you will sabotage and go down. But the 4 are actually very good because you're safe. They oftentimes stay at the social class, or because everyone kind of like them, that they actually gain points a little bit. So the trajectory of the social 4 oftentimes is actually to do like a move like that. You can see that you are there. The social 4 will do that, and after 4 generations, it will probably move up. The 3 are a little bit like that, but the 3 I feel like they have more all-in fashion. So it depends. So maybe you have a 3 in one generation that does that, but after you have a 3 that's kind of doing that. And yeah, I think it's more random, and the 3 really like that upper middle class, like I said. And the 2 is more random, the 2 and the 1 is more random, But if they are aligned well, they will oftentimes be in the upper echelon. So yeah, and social type plays a role in that. It's not just the background, like I illustrated. There's actually social type mobility and type. I actually think that type too, like I said, they correlate with the social type. Different style. And I guess AI, I can talk a little bit about AI. A lot of people think that the AI will take the working class job, but there's actually a lot of middle class job that will be taken by AI. And for what I have seen, and a lot of people that know their stuff say that. So that's an interesting portion, It's actually not the manual blue collar they see in the United States, but more the white collar. Is it the white collar in the middle class? Upper middle that will actually have their job stolen. Pretty interesting. And there's also, I guess I talk about IQ, that yeah, IQ, it's not a surprise I would say, that IQ will have more social mobility. And yeah, and oftentimes that's what happened with the underclass is oftentimes very, very low IQ, oftentimes. I don't think we can correlate IQ with the levels. I think we can, but not insanely. Like, I don't think it's insanely. Maybe generational wealth, people that are very, very high for generation. I will bet that a lot of elite actually have genes that are very high, and so I think that under an elite it matters, but for the other ones it depends more. It depends more, and maybe slides change, maybe like 97, maybe like 101, and professional business owner probably like 110, 105. I do think it correlates, but not astronomically in my sense. But yeah, so thanks for watching. This one is more controversial, but yeah, it's probably the most important one in some fashion. Particularly if you connect everything I said in my 2 other videos. So yeah, thanks for watching.